Hey guys, Anthony Bandiero here, bringing you the Roadside Chat. This question comes from an officer in Kansas, and he says, is the constant calls for a welfare check on someone, could that constitute harassment by police? So, all right, I'm an officer in Kansas, and we seem to get a lot of calls from parents to check on their kids who are with a divorced parent, right? So joint custody, that type of stuff. A parent will call us with no other articulate information other than that they have not heard from the child for a long time. Would this be considered harassment by the police? And do we have the responsibility to perform this welfare check? Or could the caller be charged with harassment? Personally, I think, without articulate information, we would be okay to not perform the welfare check. Thank you for your videos. Been to actually one of your classes and so forth. All right, cool. So here's the deal. First of all, these welfare checks, right? Either they are just best practices. Let's kind of go and make sure, that everything's okay. That would fall under a consensual encounter, right? A regular knock and talk rules. And then there's other other welfare checks that seem more like they have some kind of urgency to them, right? My kid, let's say one parent said, my kid called me up or is texting me saying that that dad and the new girlfriend are in a fight. And, obviously the police are going to have some kind of agency there to go check on the situation versus the whole, my kid hasn't responded back in a couple hours. Can you go check on him? So if the police do not have this articulate information that there's really something legitimate going on, then the rules that I would do is a consensual encounter, do the knock and talk stuff, and that's about it, right? If you can't get a hold of them or they tell you to go away, you go away. The other thing is, do police have to respond to these calls? Not constitutionally, right? The Constitution doesn't require, and there's no law that I'm aware of that requires that every call that comes into the police station, you have to respond to and have to send a black and white out there. There's also, you're thinking to yourself, but Anthony, what if there is something wrong? What if her gut instinct was correct and something happened to the kid? Can we be sued? Well, you can be sued for anything. Will they win? Most likely not, because police have no duty to protect people from unforeseeable harm that is not caused by the police, right? So this world can be a tragic place sometimes. Sometimes, things will happen and the police could have done something but didn't, and people get hurt. Well, that's the balance of freedom, I guess, right? So sometimes people get hurt in a society where we also weigh freedom and the right to be left alone and stuff like that. So the point is in that case, it's called Winnebago County versus the Shaney. So that is the law, right? Not respond if you do not have a legal obligation to respond to every single call that comes into your police station. Use good judgment. If you have this frequent flyer that this person who's just always calling and trying to always send the police over the ex's house, and you don't want to go over there because it sounds like a BS call, then you do you. Obviously your sergeant's gonna have a role to play in this too. As far as the harassment piece of it, I'd be very careful with that, right? I'd be very, very careful. I personally, it would have to be a very extreme case for me to go after the other parent for harassment. You are a public service agency, and unfortunately you do have to deal with people that have mental issues and they just have, manias, right? They're just always calling. And, I have seen courts tell people that if you keep abusing 911, we are going to charge you. But I like the courts to say that, not the police. If you do believe that the person's abusing 911 services, go get a warrant for that person. Let the judge make the decision that the person is abusing 911. I would personally not make that choice on my own without judicial approval. I think it's just probably not good best practice. Finally, if you have a case of a welfare check and it seems like there's some exigency there, then you use the normal rules that you'll normally use for exigency, right? All right, that's what I have for you. All right, hope it helps. Guys, If you like this channel and I'm helping you guys out, it helps us out if you do like, subscribe. Subscribe is very important. Share with your friends. Make a comment below. All right. Until next time. See you.